Hi guys, welcome to ArcoLinuxD, the website that we explore the desktop, decide the desktop. That's why we called it a D. And it is a particular ISO you can download, right? If you go to the downloads, here you are, download ISOs. It's an ISO you can download, torrent, download from SeedHost or download from SourceForge. Let's have a look at the number of downloads already these days. 838, which is not correct. That was a big peak, 5,355 in total. And here the downloads 334. Now statistics are not important, but I just wanted to have a look. I was curious because statistics are wrong. Simple as that. Because we don't have anything about torrents, we don't have any information about SeedHost, we just have this as statistics. So gonna be always wrong. Point is, the video we're gonna make is about Cinnamon. What if you wanted to have Cinnamon as desktop? Well, you can decide to do different things. You can say, I've heard something about an ArcoLinux tweak tool. Why not install Cinnamon with a tweak tool? That's the most simple solution. It's a Ctrl-Alt-E thing. Shortcut, right? Otherwise you go in the menu and go and have a look, but it's so much faster if you know the keyboard shortcut. And then say, I'm gonna install Cinnamon. Click, install, done. Cinnamon is on my machine. Now I want to keep it clean, but right, it's just a click away, it's installed. That's option 4. Option 3 is also a good one. Is thinking about why not go and download an ISO, which is actually not our intention, right? Because the B stands for build. Build your own ISO. ArcoLinux B means any ISO that's out there, any Linux operating that's out there. It's never 100% the way you want it. This is your way to make an ISO that's 100% the way you like. It's a simple process. You change some packages in x86-64, you run a script called number 30 or number 40, and that's it. In as end result, you have an ISO. What do you do with an ISO? You burn it on a USB, pop it in a machine, and install it with an easy installer called Calamares. As simple as that. So that's option 3. Remember, build it yourself is quite liberating, right? You can just get rid of Firefox or get GIMP in or get GIMP out. It's all up to you. You want to have Steam on the machine. You know what the drill is. You say sudo pacman -s ArcoLinux. There is a meta package, 3 of them, and one of them is Steam. If you do this one, all frustrations are gone. It's just gonna be working, and that's all we want to do is play. So meta Steam, remember. You can put it on the ArcoLinux B package list and build your own ISO. That leaves us 2 options, option 1 and option 2, using ArcoLinuxD ISOs. So if you use the ArcoLinuxD ISO, which I've already downloaded, you can download of course here, right, D and D, or a torrent. Then we need to have, well, VirtualBox to show you. So Budgie is done. You can go Budgie. We're gonna clone ALD, and now we're going to install Cinnamon. Clone. That's the latest ArcoLinuxD. You just get the latest that is online, and then you boot from the first line, normally second line if you have graphical issues. And then we go and analyze, right? What do we want to do? So option 1 is install the desktop using Calamares, which means click, 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 enter, and install. And the other option is skip, 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 do not click anything, and use the scripts. It's entirely up to you what you do. Now I switch around during all these desktops. Once I use option 1 and the other time I use option 2. So have a look at the different versions on the installation here. Okay, we still have time to think what I'll do. ArcoLinux welcome app. That's what you're greeted with, and 3 buttons telling you either do you think these particular servers that you have at the moment, and mirror list, remember that. Is that good? In my case, OSBEC is very good, very fast. And then I think in 90% of the people, this one is gonna rock. But nevertheless, there is the option to, well, stay in a terminal as well and learn about aliases. There is this mirror thing. Here's the M. I'm still in QWERTY and I have an AZERTY keyboard, right? So mirror is one of the aliases, but this button will do just the same and update the lists. Now I trust, I've seen it already in the past, this OSBEC is for me the fastest. So for a quick tutorial, a short installation time and a short update, don't use it, Eric. Gparted is to delete anything that's on your hard disk. Sometimes that people have 3, 4, 5 partitions. Get rid of it. With Gparted is a good idea. Start with a clean slate. So Calamares can have no issues or will not have any issues. Now in this particular version, I've never used Gparted and always had a successful installation. So Calamares does get better all the time. PS, it's free. Next, choose maybe a different kernel if you need it, but basically my suggestion is just keep it as is. And then we have services that we like or not like. Samba is maybe technical. Samba is sharing a folder on my computer with somebody else in the network, saying you can come to my computer and take a look at my videos, pictures, whatever, right? And network discovery is the other way around. It's me looking what is here in my network, connecting to others. Okay, next. So, Cinnamon, right? Will I click something? Install the desktop using Calamares. Or if I do not click anything, which means I just go for next, 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 that's option 2. And then later on, what you do later on you git clone something. You get scripts. You get scripts from this particular website, and then you run these scripts. I've made my decision. I'm going for option 1, which means I need to go back all the way and say, yes, I need something to log me in, right? One of them, LightDM being the standard. Next, where is my little cinnamon here? Here. What's inside the package, or the title here, is a lot of elements that are always part of ArcoLinuxB cinnamon, but not directly a copy paste, right? It's not 100%. ArcoLinuxB cinnamon is themed and tweaked. This is the basics, what you need. Next, and then the rest, let's just keep the rest as is to avoid a long installation, because the more you install, the more you need to install, to wait, and to more bandwidth, and so on. In the other video, I've made an encrypt system with this one, swap to file. That's a new one. Maybe I can do now a swap, no hibernate, again with encrypt. We've seen, if we've counted in the other video, it takes 15 seconds to decrypt everything. So I tend not to use it because I'm at home on a desktop and I'm not on a laptop. It will not, the chances, the statistics that the laptop gets stolen when you're on the train, at work and so on, is bigger than the desktop being stolen at home. So I'm not encrypting it. But here it is, an example. Erase disk, no hibernate, encrypt, done. While that's doing its thing, we can go and have a look some more. So we decided to do this, which still means we end up in a black login screen. So people never having used or have seen an article, having seen a video, they say, hey, what's this? We end up in a black screen. Sure, because we have 4 display managers, 4. So decide, tell the system, what did you use? What did you choose? So if you chose LightDM, this is the correct line. But if you chose SDDM, you're going to type sudo systemctl enable SDDM or GDM or LXDM. .service is not needed, but can be typed. Right? And If you're in a tiny window manager, you type skel for sure. Otherwise, you can think about not using it and use it later. And then you sudo reboot. This thing, the option 2, is when you install the desktop with scripts, which means pass through calamars like the tornado. Don't click anything, and then it's gonna be here. You're gonna reuse our scripts. Let's have a look if we have still this open. I think here. This is ArcoLinuxD, and you find your desktop. We have 20 desktops. Cinnamon, Arco Cinnamon, and these scripts will be downloaded. This git clone thing is nothing more than a copy paste from the internet to your system. You get a folder and you get this. And it's a long list of scripts that we've put a lot of energy in it, 177 commits, and we've been using it for 3-4 years, right? But reuse it, change whatever you like. We have our own personal development software package that we want to have. What does that mean? It means if we are testing a new system, we install Firefox, a browser, an editor, and print screen or make an image, melt, compare, look something up, talk to each other, make a video, and make an image. So basically, that's what we think we require after a basic installation as software. But it's all up to the user. Does he want sound? Does he want Bluetooth? Does he want printers? Does he want to share files in a network? Laptop, does he want to navigate over the network? What software is coming from ArcoLinux? What from the third party? And what from extra large? That's our repos. And these two guys are the guys, let's have a look. Okay, almost done. These two guys are the soul, heart and soul of ArcoLinux. Packages that we need for this specific distro or desktop, and this is our ArcoLinux hard work, sweat and tears, right? ArcoLinux things, ArcoLinux configurations, overtime, themed and tweaked, and so on, all ArcoLinux packages. A list of packages we like to have on Cinnamon. Maybe you do not like to have, right? So again, you can delete packages. Be in control. That's all what this is always about. Be in control. The B is build yourself. You couldn't be more in control with ArcoLinuxB website. You build your own ISO. That's what it stands for. That's for those 4 letters. Still busy, I see. But finished. Okay, thought so. I had hoped he was going to stop, and he did stop. Remember, we encrypted things. This is gonna be awkward. Line 3, what's this? Enter passphrase. I've shown already a video, I don't know which, was it BSPWM? I think so. Let's do another example. I'm not typing the correct password. Takes a few seconds, but just showing that when you encrypt things, you need to know the password and to remember the password, and maybe azerty, qwerty and numlock things and all that. Remember, it all matters. The password has to be correct, otherwise you get this. No, you get this. No, not yet. Well, you'll see what we get. You get this. So a thief carries away your laptop and he says, let's have a look what's on there, what can we use, right? And then he gets this pop-up saying, what's the password? And now he really needs to be a hacker because he needs to go do something else because he is not getting in there, right? Let's reboot with a Control R, our virtual machine. Go to line 3. Again, it keeps on asking the password. It can try again and again and again. That's what he can do, right? I know the password, but even then, count the seconds. It's around 15 seconds. And then everything is ready to rock and roll. But that's the thing, right? On a laptop, I get it. If you take it on the trains and all that, I get it. But for a desktop at home, that's safe at home. Well, we think we're safe at home. Why decrypt everything? It's just one extra step and more time to wait. And I do like my 8 seconds boot up time. So we better get what we need to do. What do we need to do? So we went for option 1. I guess not here, but here. So that's the page. Phase 3, Cinnamon, all the articles about Cinnamon, all the knowledge about Cinnamon, installation. And then we have option 1, install the desktop using Calamares. That's what we've done. Installing the desktop with Calamares. You end up in a black screen. Let's move you to my second screen and you can become big again. Like so. All right, kernel 5.9.1. Okay, which means it's an old kernel, guys. We are at 5.9.8. We've made another video. We went to have a look on the ArcoLinux website. We are down to more or less 2 kernels per week. So that's normal if you're coming from Ubuntu or somewhere else. Here we update a lot and kernels come in and go. And if there's a problem with the kernel, downgrade Linux kernel. Good word to remember. Well, let's type downgrade and then ArcoLinuxD is going to say, what's this downgrade? ArcoLinuxD is the most minimal ISO there is. So you always have the reflex, maybe I should install it. And then you can also downgrade the Linux kernel. If I'm sudo, we can go way back, as you see, 172 kernels. Control C. The question is, again, the mirror list, right? It's Osbeck. Osbeck is the winning server, and we trust Osbeck. If I see Osbeck, I trust Osbeck. You be my guest, you evaluate if that's good for you as well. But we have people working in North America, in UK, in Belgium, and in Japan. And we all have Osbeck. Coincidence? Do not think so. So it's a good server to have as a first update. Because ArcoLinux servers, they need to be fast. And that's one of the things what I liked like 6 or 7 years maybe ago. These servers were super fast. I was just getting it the way I liked it, super fast. And other distros were like, oh my god, I have to wait an hour for an update. And that was really, well, just not done. And that's one of the things that attracted me to ArcoLinux, is all these fast servers around the globe. And I do hope you get the same feeling, right? It's maybe because I'm living in Belgium, I don't know. But yeah, your internet service provider, the amount of money you pay for your internet connection, he will decide how fast you download, not ArcoLinux. So where the mirror thing, I trust Osbeck, I did not type it. Update being processed. So a kernel, we are seeing at the kernel, it says boot init RAM file system Linux kernel. And now the fallback is being created. So the make init cpio is creating some files in the boot folder, /boot. We have to wait for it. And then we need to enable it. We're not gonna stay in this thing, right? This black thing. It's cool. Don't be afraid of the black thing. It's the best thing you can do because you're in control here. You can type things, remove things, change things. With nano, maybe. Remember the word N-A-N-O, nano, to edit things. And there we go. So we don't want to end up in something black, but something graphical would be nice. So enable LightDM servers. We went for LightDM. You could go for SDDM, GDM, LXDM, and there you go. Scale, no scale. Let's do no scale. It's gonna be a desktop. It's not a tiling window manager Cinnamon. So we're safe. So we have a SR or sudo reboot. Let's have a look at the, yeah, there we go, 15 seconds longer. Let's have a look at Cinnamon straight out of the box of Arch Linux. So basically I was following this page. Let's click here, voila. Oh, click away. It's always Cinnamon that gives this message. Hey, how nice is this? We created a new wallpaper. We created new icons. No, we did not. This is the Arch Linux look. So probably not many people are gonna stick with this. They just want to have more possibilities. Desktop background being the major part of our screen here. Maybe do something acrylic, never seen this one. Ah, looks nice. Anyway, you keep on making changes into all kinds of effects, font selection, themes, themes. And then icons, Adwaita, cool, an Adwaita theme. Why not Surfer Numix Polo? And why not something else like Arc Dark and Adwaita Dark? We can combine, why not? Right, and then Arc Dark again. What does this give us already? It gives us a total different idea and look of the system. But still Cinnamon. And still a lot of things to do. Like Ctrl-Alt-T, that's working. Ctrl-Alt-F, Firefox, not present. Sudo pacman -s Firefox. Whoa, a lot of things it needs, right? All dependencies, that's what they call it in Linux. If you want to have Firefox, you need to have all the others as well. Ctrl-Alt-F, not working. Tja, sudo pacman -s melt. Melt is to compare. Super F5. I get a nice tilt. What we're not done is get everything that is hidden. If it's hidden, I should type something like this, etc scal. This has never been copy pasted over to our working directory. So this is very basic. This is Arch Linux. The bash RC is there, but not everything. All right, so let's close everything up. What we can do is a Ctrl-Alt-T, type scal, sudo reboot. Who wants to know my password? Sorry for the 15 extra seconds there. We'll have to wait for the encryption again. Better type it right, otherwise we have to wait twice. And it all works. I remember years ago people asked, hey Eric, can we encrypt with Calamares? We had to say no. And now it just works. It means that Calamares is just improving over time. And if it's still not the way you want it, you just make issues. github.com/Calamares and ask them, guys, can you do this? Can you do that? I want to have this, I want to have that. And tell them what you like. So this is our ArcoLinux look. Remember, the normal welcome app is there. You can update Arch Linux mirrors. It's the same as mirror, a mirror as a mirror day. Don't think that's a problem. It's normal. It's just Cinnamon. And this is your look now. Okay. Super F5. Hey, Super F5 is working now. Melt is there. Ctrl-Alt-F. Firefox is loading up. Meaning, after a scal, all the hard work of all these keyboard shortcuts that we like and love, and there's some lots more, right? I know Super F7 is always a VirtualBox. Super F6, for example. Execution of VLC failed. Why is that? Because VLC is not there, right? Simple as that. So if I can give you an advice, cancel. Oh yeah, sorry, Ctrl-T. Well, it doesn't ask it anymore, but you had this pop up to choose. So VLC, sudo pacman -s. If I can give an advice, I give the same advice to my students. I say, guys, learn VLC. Why? You use it on Windows, you use it on Linux, you can use it on Mac. If you learn it once, you can use it all over any operating system, and it's like a Swiss knife. It will play any codec that's available out there, and that's great. It's just gonna work, and that's what we want, right? No frustrations, just fun. Super F6 VLC is there. Just click some things away. You can play around with effects. You can make customizations and customize interface. Lots of stuff to do if you want. We keep to this, the general look, because basically when we double click, guys, it's gonna go full screen anyway, and the only thing we need is here a bar that to say where to go, and that's it. So this is ArcoLinuxD, right? ArcoLinuxD is what we started with. ISO just means with what ISO did you start and when is it built. That's the only thing it means. Updating is simple. There's no reference or version or anything anymore. Everybody is up to date if they update, and everybody is up to date if they do scal, and everybody is up to date if they do upall. And upall is doing everything, also the extra AUR packages that you installed yourself. It's not coming from us, but coming from the grand world of AUR. Give me icons, right? So the first extra community is ArcoLinux. This is coming from us. We built all of this for you. And then there's AUR. So if you want to have more icons, Clarity icon theme, never installed it. Sorry, maybe you like it. There are some things that are orphaned, not out of date. Orphaned means nobody's gonna update this anymore. And out of date means that somebody flagged it out of date, which is actually something good. Do that. If you see that there's a new version online, then you flag it out of date. You have to have an icon for that. Okay. So there you go. We have lots of things in here that you can use. Yep, close Windows. And we have our beautiful cinnamon. It always feels like coming back. I don't know if you know, but check out YouTube, check out ericdubois.be. I have been living in cinnamon for 4 or 5 years maybe, and I've made lots of tutorials on Linux Mint. All right, I'm out. Enjoy ArcoLinux.